in history where the human consciousness is, I don't know. There's so many things that are happening, right, with it so quickly. Their minds, their guts, their mental health, everything, their frequency, they're unaligned, completely unaligned and misaligned with who they're supposed to be. What does that mean, though? That means, in simple terms, they don't know who they are. What does that mean? If you don't know who you are, you can't be truthful with yourself. If you can't be truthful with yourself, you don't know your desires. And a human with no desires and nothing to go after and nobody to be and nothing to to not get better, to not be better, to not perform and succeed at the highest capability they can, which is being aligned with yourself. If you can't be aligned with yourself, you don't have any vision. And not having any vision is one of the deepest places you can be, because you feel purposeless. What happens when you feel purposeless? Life is miserable. So what's one of the main things, right? Well, think about it. Think about everybody you know. They're all so worried about what other people think about them. They're so worried of getting judged by people who don't give a shit about them, by people who are just projecting their childhood traumas, their current traumas, it all stems just from themselves, not being able to take it as a lesson, not being able to move on, not being able to let go. One, because they think they're in control and they play God. You can't play God. You can't even try. Everything we just talked about says why. There's so many things. Once you start learning about how the universe works, how you can attract your dream life, how you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, meet whoever you want to meet, be the best brother, dad, sister, mom, doesn't matter, grandma, papa, it doesn't matter, it's never too late. And you can, within 2 weeks, rewire the way your mind thinks in the most conscious, beautiful, subconsciously ways, and you're rewired. You have to believe it. You have to believe it's possible. You have to see it. You have to have, situational exposing. You have to expose yourself to the situations where the doors can be open, where the smiles can be put on people's faces. And if you're not, misaligned, motherfucker, and that sucks. It sucks. It's not a good place to be in. I was misaligned for 5 years. Shit, some parts of me were aligned with who I was supposed to be. I was selling vapes in 7th grade. Fuck, dude, now it's beautiful. And what I mean by that is it's since I know who I want to become and I know what I want and I have my goals set for myself, for my future family. Tomorrow's not promised, but yeah, you have to care about your life. And as soon as I started caring about my life and who I had to become, everything changed. Why? Because I saw a version of myself. That version of myself wasn't fake. It wasn't put in my mind for no reason. It's who you're supposed to be. And if you don't try to be that person, you're misaligned. And it sucks. It's a scary place to be in, as we know. So, don't fear judgment. Don't fear judgment. Be the nicest person you can possibly be. Be the best influence you can possibly become on your little sister, your little brothers. That's how we win. That's how we win our lives. Earn your frequency, earn your life, align yourself. My name's Kyler Krantz, and I dropped out of high school last year. Completely changed my life around in 13 months, and it started with a vision. I was no different than if you're 50 years old, if you're 18 years old, I was no different than you. We all go through things, right? We all go through things. If your life isn't hard, then everyone's life is hard. We know what happens if your life isn't hard. You get everything given to you. You're a fucking human. You have to, one, wake up. Not care about all these political things, all these labels, right? We're labelless. The only label we have is human. Spiritual, religious, relationship, doesn't matter. Know your worth. Build your worth. Build who you are. I'm out. Have a great rest of your day.